Spurs, live on 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins in the center. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
Well, Kawhi Leonard last season, upping his scoring and rebounding rates. He shot over 50% from the field, which is excellent for perimeter play.
And this may be the season, Steve, the Spurs look to put the ball in Kawhi's hands more, looking to transition him into a larger role offensively.
Well, listen, I mean, it takes a lot of energy to defend the other team's best player and to take on a big offensive role. But Kawhi Leonard's a physical specimen. I mean, this guy is so strong. I think there's a lot further that he can go offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if that develops here in the next couple of years.
That's good.
He's so reliable. And, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
He feeds it to Parker. Here's Splitter. Up and in from the low block.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Westbrook kicks to Morrow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Ginobili outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Durant. Outside Westbrook. The 3 from Morrow.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
Now Ginobili. In low to Duncan. Off the screen. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
The NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Count the bucket. The Thunder leading by 5. It's Westbrook with the drive. Takes it off the glass. Westbrook's got his second basket.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Tony Parker.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And San Antonio has possession. 7-point differential. Ginobili kicks to Splitter. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Westbrook. Morrow dishes to Durant. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Ginobili. Here we go. Ibaka with some nice D.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Westbrook with a wide open look. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim, but Steve, he's expanding his offensive arsenal.
Well, he's improved as a three-point shooter. You know, he's got a great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Westbrook starting to go to work in the post a little bit. At almost 6'4", with his strength and explosiveness, he's really too much for just about any point guard to handle down low.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook likes that left block. Dribbling with his right, he can back you down, fade away with an accurate turnaround jumper from that left baseline. Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Here's Jackson. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Picked him clean. Here's Bellinelli. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bellinelli's got 6.
Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
Spurs trail by 5. On the wing, Green. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Durant.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And the basket by Jackson. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Mills, guarded by Jackson. Here's Bonner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant just inside the line. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Anthony Morrow. Steven Adams is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Jackson in the 2 spot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant, the reigning league MVP, and his coach can't say enough about him. Scott Brooks said, whatever you say nice, you can print it out, and I'll just say I said it, because it's true. He's as coachable as any player I've ever been around in this league, as a player and as a coach. Guys, Durant is simply a coach's dream.
He sets the tone with his work ethic and dedication to his teammates. Doris, thanks.
I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
And he goes in for the dunk. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark. And you talk about Duncan's reserved demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
Shot from 12. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
He should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Perkins, he's checked in for Adams. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best to play.
Now here's Westbrook. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go. Goes up at the stripe. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Stolen by Ginobili. Finished off by Leonard.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Russell Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span. So a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs. And so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. And it's off from three-point range.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverly, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
And here's Westbrook. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. It's Westbrook with the drive. And he lays it straight in. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that. And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You love to see a great player at his best.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Stolen by Westbrook. Jackson misses.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Okay, Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Leonard, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet, anyway.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
They get it back. Nobody near Parker. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Parker's got 10 points in the game. Passes it to Morrow. Back to Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Morrow dishes to Jackson. Fires top of the key. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Snatched up. Perkins. Over Parker. Westbrook missing again.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Here's Leonard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
So he gets them both. And here's Westbrook. Here's Durant. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through two here in a good one. Spurs lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Good game for Westbrook. He's got 13 points and a couple of nice steals, too. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end and first guy back defensively as well.
Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at point. That's the San Antonio 5. Well, with Russell Westbrook and Clark missing time last season with his knee problems, Kevin Durant had to step up his game, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And, Kevin, you know, he responded with a historic MVP season, a career high in scoring and assists, all while cutting his rate of turnovers and shooting with remarkable efficiency.
Westbrook passes to Perkins. Second chance shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Thunder trailing by 8. It's Westbrook with the drive. Dishes it to Perkins. Back to Westbrook. Puts it up from 17. Nice jump shot. Good. Westbrook's got 15. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
It's Durant on the wing. Westbrook missing again. Spurs leading by 6.
It's happened before, and we've seen it happen again. The Spurs were the best team in the West last season and secured the top seed, not only in the West, but throughout the NBA.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Back to Ginobili. Feeds to Duncan. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. Steve, the Spurs adding another banner last season as they finished with the best record in the Western Conference. 38 wins in conference play. Help them with that.
Really, it's the fact that with their offense and the discipline they play with, they're going to cause trouble for any team playing any style. And I didn't think there was anybody out west that the Spurs feared.
Parker dishes to Duncan. No good. Thunder trailing by 7. No good from Durant.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Out to Parker. Right wing. Goes back up. The rebound by Ibaka.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Parker with a clean look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Westbrook against Parker. Morrow the best to Westbrook. Shoots from the high post. And that is good. Westbrook's got 20 points.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter. And that'll be his third foul so far. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Lamb, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Jackson in for Russell Westbrook. Spurs leading by 7. The drive by Green. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court. And, you know, there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So shows you about Scott Brooks. I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The dish to Bonner. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Bonner. He's covered by Collison. Bonner dishes to Green. Here's Mills. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Thunder trailing by 9. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Reggie Jackson out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Adams in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space. Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Now here's Durant. Back to Adams. Lamb passes to Jackson. Jackson missing again. San Antonio leading by 8. Bellinelli for 3. There's the bucket. Good.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Collison's shot is good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Steven Adams, he was taken 12th overall by the Thunder in the 2013 draft. Viewed as more of a project, but what an impressive start in his rookie season. I think he's the future in terms of the center position for Oklahoma City.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
And the pick that the Thunder used to select Adams, acquired in the James Harden trade. They hated to see Harden go, but it seems they got a quality player in Adams, that's for sure. This kid has tremendous potential. They did well to find a talented 7-footer late in the lottery, especially considering how weak the draft was.
Leonard attacking. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And for Steven Adams, just 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, he got better and better, Steve, as the year wore on.
Yeah, I'll say he's a guy who understands his strengths. He's huge. He's relentless on the offensive glass. Pretty good hands and can finish at the rim. I think he still has a lot of room to grow.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
San Antonio calls timeout. A different look now for San Antonio. Splitter comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Perkins is checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Reggie Jackson. It's Ginobili outside. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Spurs leading by 7. Ginobili draws the double. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. Leonard against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Durant against Leonard. The feed now to Splitter. Clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Another shot. And Duncan with the layup.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Durant just inside the line. Durant with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Westbrook. And it comes off the front of the rim. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Nobody near Leonard. Misses the wing chair.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his 1st foul of the game. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Durant for three. Here's Perkins. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Spurs leading by 9. Kicks to Parker. Takes a three. Good.
Well, clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Parker. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
That's his first personal foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Westbrook.
Boy, his reaction time to that pass was so quick. Good work defensively.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
That's his fourth personal foul.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I think they have to go for a 3 right now, don't you, Clark?
Yeah, I don't think they have any choice but to go for the 3, Steve.
Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Corey Joseph comes in for Tony Parker. The shot's good from Westbrook. San Antonio calls timeout. They're leading by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 seconds left in the fourth. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That may be the knockout blow. Guys, those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
Durant for 3. Can't connect. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.